Hey, ladies, I told you that I was going to explain to you about my new merch shop. And so I'm jumping on real quick to do that. And we may be interrupted because I'm expecting company at any moment. I like to live dangerously. But I just really wanted to make good on my word that I told you I would tell you how I did it. You are not going to believe how easy it is. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you follow people or you see influencers or different people on YouTube, and oftentimes on their social media they will offer T-shirts or water bottles or coffee mugs or stickers or whatever with their catchphrase or their logo or their motto, or even just a picture or some other graphic that represents them. And in my mind, I thought that you really had to be a big deal to qualify for that, to make that happen. Over time, I noticed friends of mine were doing that, and just because I kind of grew up with them in the biz, I knew that they weren't, on a huge scale. So I knew that it was something that I could do. But anytime I looked into it, I was kind of overwhelmed because the different sites that I had chosen to look at, I guess they just weren't very user friendly. And it made me feel like, oh, wow, okay, so yeah, I guess I can do this, but there's so much to learn. And I put it on the back burner. But just totally coincidentally, I came across this, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how I found it because I take no credit for this. I didn't know anything about it. I stumbled upon it completely. Okay. So let's see. We're going on a journey. I want to put this up on the screen. So I was looking for a course from Tanya Eliza. And while I was looking around on her site, I saw this area called gear. I don't know what possessed me to look there, but I did. So I went over there and was kind of looking at this. And this is her latest course. And so she has tons and tons of different things just with that logo, just the logo for her most recent course. And kind of, I was just thinking, like, that's interesting. So every time she has a course, she makes different, merch for that. And then at the bottom, it says, open your free SpreadShop now. And so for whatever reason, I clicked it. And it was so simple. Like what you're looking at is what I saw. And you just, they gave you a checklist. It said create products, choose the name of your store, set it up, activate it. And so I thought, why not? What have I got to lose? So I just kind of went through the steps, and it was incredibly easy. And I want to show you, for example, like the creating products. Now keep in mind what you see right now, I've already put a lot of stuff in there, so it's going to look busier. So imagine if none of these were there, if this was all blank and all you had was just this rectangle and it just says upload designs or drag them here. And so I was just looking at that. But prior to that, it showed a screen. It just kind of gave you like a little demo of, hey, all you do is you drag in a picture, anything from Canva or whatever, Canva, ding, ding, ding. I use Canva all the time. And as soon as you put that in there, boom, it's going to show you what it looks like on all these different items. And so that I realized that it's easier than I thought. So let's see. So let's just do something. So I went, let's see, downloads. So I just went and found something. We'll do this just for the heck of it. Found something, pulled it up, and was just playing with it. Okay. So here I just pulled this in just now. Click on the edit, and we're going to go to my spread shop. This one. Yes. Next. And right away it on your behalf, like, puts that design on the merchandise that it thinks that design, considering its size and its colors, will look best on. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of products, so you can add to them. Okay. So for example, it's saying that this is what a cutout sticker would look like. And when I'm looking at that, that's too blurry. So I would go back and I would get a better resolution. We'll talk about that in a second. But what's really cool is that here, when you are actually designing it, you can move the design wherever you want. If you want it, in the corner, or if you want it in the middle, you can make it bigger. And see right here, it's telling me, it's giving me a heads up that the resolution is too low. That basically and this is so cool. I was concerned that I would put an image in there and people would buy it and get it, and it would be, the resolution would be bad. Resolution meaning the quality, the clarity. But this tells you whether it's good or not good. And so just like I had already noticed when we looked at the sticker, it's not a good enough resolution. I need to go into Canva and make it better. So this gives me a heads up. This big red rectangle up here is saying, if you want to make this big, you need to give us a better a better file for it. So that's really a bonus. But anyway, let's say it was one that was the right quality. I can make it any size within the black square. And if I would rather have it on the back of the shirt instead of the front, I can tell it that. You can change the color of the shirt. So let's say I want to see what it looks like on gray. And this is really cool, is that I'm only deciding what the shirt is that is shown in the catalog, like as an example. But when people purchase it, they can get whatever color they want. And not only that, but the people that purchase it, can even do this, where they can make the logo bigger or smaller, or put it on the back, or put it on the sleeve. Like, how cool is that? So the people that make the purchase have as much creative flexibility as I do. I'm just basically putting out ideas to catch their interest. And then when they make the purchase, they can make all those adjustments. So, all right. So I kind of would go through like next product, and make my changes and everything. And all right, I got to do this just right. I want to finish this. You don't have to stick with what they are suggesting. I'm into having it on the one side, as you can tell. This, I would want it to be really big, but of course it's saying that the resolution is bad, so I would change that. Next product. We're out of products. Okay. Done. Hopefully it's not going to. Okay. So if you want to see other things, add other products, you can look at all products right here. And like I said, there are gajillions of them. All right. So these are all of the men's items, women's items, children's items. There are all kinds of accessories, even like headbands, things for animals like dog collars, and computer accessories. Just, it's crazy. They just to simplify your life, they are kind of giving you like the top sellers, but you can add whatever you want. All right, so now we're gonna cancel that. Let's go back. So, but once you have everything up here, and it's like it's good quality, and it's all good, and you click next, it's in your shop like right now. And so you got to make sure that it's, that's how you want it to look before you do that. Because I did get a little ahead of myself, and I had a couple things in my shop really before it was what I wanted. But before I forget, let me show you what we're talking about with when it says that it's not the right, the clarity or whatever. Let's see how they word it. It wasn't this one. It was the next one. So if we wanted to take that and make it really big, the resolution of your design is too low. Reduce the size of the design or upload it in a higher resolution. Okay. So when you go to Canva and you create a design, you can see what the resolution is. So let's look at this guy. The size, I can tell when I click size. Right now it's 1500 by 1500 pixels. And if they told me that wasn't large enough, that wasn't good enough resolution, then I can change this to like 3000 by 3000 and put it back in there and see if that's good. It's basically making it bigger, making the original image bigger. So when they make it bigger on the product, that it's intact. So Canva makes that so easy. So there were a few that I had to go back in there and change. But for the most part, I didn't have to do that. And they frequently will tell you exactly what size to, hold on, what size to get. So like when you're setting up your shop, all right, it wants me to finish making this and I don't want to. Let's see, where did I do that part? I want to cancel all of this. It might not let me. Yeah. When you're setting up your shop, discard. Oh, this is going to get on my last nerve. You will have, like, it'll ask you for your logo for your shop and everything. And then it will tell you exactly how many pixels by how many pixels it wants so that it, looks just right. And it really walks you through it. Maybe it's right here. Yeah. So like when I was actually setting up my shop, like, oh, no, not that. Shop settings, page settings, probably. Start page, product list, product details. Anyway, it makes it everything so simple. Like it really walks you through and says, okay, now we're going to get a logo for your shop. And this is what size it needs to be. So what's different about this is that, let me look at you for a second, is that you don't have to commit to, I guess in my mind, I thought that before anybody's going to want to print something for me on demand, I would have to assure them that a certain amount of sales are going to come in. And how can I do that? I don't know. But that's not the case. It's so cool. And I'm going to show you other companies. It's not just this company that does this, but print on demand is a big thing. So basically, it is this. You are going to a company and saying, I'm going to give you these logos, and then I want it to be shown on this different merchandise and available for purchase. You don't have to buy inventory. You're not making any kind of investment. There's no monthly fee, nothing. You are just uploading the design and deciding what the catalog looks like, really. Then when someone purchases it, you get a piece of the pie. I think like 30% of the price just comes to you, like either directly to your checking account or to PayPal. You don't deal with shipping, you don't deal with tax, you're not part of any of that. All you're doing is uploading the design, farting around with the, what colors you want it to, I want it on a gray t-shirt and I want it in the middle and I want it to look like this. And then once that's set up in your shop, you're done. And then anytime somebody purchases it, you get a notification and it's just money in the bank, money in the bank. I can't believe that is a possibility because my brother owns a print shop. And I understand that it would be cost prohibitive for him to let me do something like that, to say, hey, you know what, I'm going to give you like 5 or 6 designs and I want that to be available on, 15 different types of products in every possible color in all different sizes. I have no idea if anybody's ever going to order it, but I just want that an option. He would look at me like I had lost my mind because it takes time and money and mechanics and all that for him to do that. But these print on demand shops, that's what they're all about. They are here for online entrepreneurs, influencers, YouTubers to promote their brand. And the thing of, well, what about copyright issues? That's why Canva is so choice, because if you created something in Canva, particularly if you created a logo in Canva, even if you started out with somebody else's template, if you changed it up by changing it to your initials and your colors and your, foo-foo around the outside, it's your logo now. Even though you got the idea from somebody else, it's yours now. And so that logo, yes, you can download that, put it on a mug, put it on a t-shirt, make a sticker out of it, make a store and showcase that and sell it and make money that way. You might feel like, well, I'm not that creative. I don't know how to do that. You can do anything. If there's like a saying, like a phrase or whatever that is popular in your niche, something that is like common, I don't know what is the phrase, but there's something where like if a phrase is used so much by so many people, there's no copyright. So like boss babes or something like girl boss, fempreneur, that kind of thing. Tons of people use that lingo. So there is an entity called Boss Babes and they have their own logo. So I wouldn't be able to use that, but the expression Boss Babes I can use. So it's there's a little bit of copyright and stuff that you have to be careful of, but it's not as strict as you might think. So that's why it's important that you are creating something that you're not just you wouldn't do this, okay? You wouldn't just like look online, Google for a picture or something, and then use that picture like that, okay? That would not be cool. That's going to cause you all kinds of problems. But if you are creating something, then you're golden, okay? You're good to go. But here's what's really cool. Okay, so anyway, so I was, looking at, I was on Tanya's site. I saw the gear thing. I saw, make your own. So I was dinking around on there. And then it kind of as a next step, it said, like, let's put this on your YouTube channel. And I'm like, what? And so long story short, I found out that if you have 1,000 subscribers, and if you work through this particular shop, there's a couple of shops, not all of them do this, but they have like a relationship with YouTube where they will automatically put your shop on YouTube. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I couldn't believe it. Like, I could not even believe this. So with absolutely no effort on my part, when you go to my YouTube channel now, in addition to, home, videos, shorts, live, all that stuff, I have my own store right here on YouTube. When you click that, you see all of this merch. Is that nuts or is that nuts? So I'm talking like anybody on the planet could just stop by and think, oh, I like that. That's cute. I want that. Whether they know me or they know our background, or, you know what I mean? Like they even understand where that came from or not, they might like that and make a purchase. So that is so cool. Talk about an, an avenue of income, passive income. It's just such a cool opportunity. And so what I want to get across to people is that you don't have to have a huge following. It doesn't cost money to do it. The copyright thing, if you're creating something in Canva, you really don't have to worry about that. Setup is easier than you can even imagine. And you once you download the file, the program does everything else, and you can go back and change it. Like I can still tweak things, and I've done that. I look at it and think, oh, that looks weird on the front, I'll put it on the back, or that looks weird big, I'm going to make it smaller, whatever. You can delete things too. If after a while you think I've got too many of those, I'll just take that out. It's your store. So that is so cool. But I did want to show you that there are lots of other companies that do this. So the one that I'm using right now is SpreadShop. And I know for sure SpreadShop has a relationship with YouTube, so that if you have 1,000 subscribers, you will have a shop on YouTube. I know most of you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but that's a really reasonable goal. Okay. So set your sights on that. But if for some reason you want to look at other options, there is an article from Shopify, and I will post this 10 best print on demand companies and sites. And SpreadShop is not on there. I was shocked because I found them so user friendly, and I've read really good things about the quality of the products. But now I'm kind of looking at these other ones wondering, well, what have they got that this doesn't? I don't know. I'm going to look into it because I haven't committed to anything. But so Printful, all these Printify, I've heard of them, but like I said, when I've looked at them in the past, it seemed complicated, and I kind of was like, I don't know. But maybe I was just in the right frame of mind. I don't know. But SpreadShop. So go to spreadshop.com, click on Get Started, and I'm telling you, they couldn't make it easier. And if you already are thinking, I would love to do that, I have absolutely nothing. I have nothing created. Go to Canva. So this is canva.com. And just in the search bar, you can even just put in t-shirt template. All right. And even that will just give you ideas of something. Like here's a cute one, be yourself. Okay. Now, I believe that even if you left that as is, you could print that. I could be wrong. but it's there for our use. So I don't know. Well, but then we would be making a profit from it. My thought is I would take this, I would probably change the font, change the colors, maybe add a couple of things, but I would use this for inspiration, so I wouldn't use it exactly like that. But, you know, this is like the type of stuff that people are putting on t-shirts and mugs and all that kind of stuff. This is a popular one is where you just use a definition. And so that's an example of what I was talking about. Like no one person owns the definition of self-care or beauty or whatever, entrepreneur. So there are certain things that you don't have to worry about um, copyright rules and that kind of stuff. Song lyrics, stay away from. You don't want to use that. But so I think it is so stinking cool. I'm crazy excited. I couldn't believe, like, I didn't do anything to have this set up on YouTube. It was automatic. Like I just about flipped. And then the other, like the sister store to this. So let's see if I can see both of these at the same time. Maybe not. There's Spread Shop and then there's Spread Shirt, I think. Anyway, and Spread. Okay, I got to get this off the screen so I can look at you. So Spread Shop has the relationship with YouTube, and Spread Shirt, I think, is Facebook Marketplace, and you can have them on both places. So I haven't done the Spread Shirt yet. I'm looking into that. So I just think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. I don't see any drawback so far. Maybe I'll figure something out later. But I think the biggest takeaway for me was that I didn't need to have any investment money and I didn't need to promise any certain amount of production or, say to these people like, oh, I can guarantee you I'm going to sell hundreds of these. Nothing like that. They get it. I'm just putting this out there to see who bites, and maybe nobody will, but that's okay because I'm not risking anything. No risk at all. I'm not paying an annual fee or a monthly fee or anything like that. So it's so simple and so cool. I think you need to try it. And if you're wondering where would you show it or what would you do with it? So once you have your shop, you're going to have a website. Okay. You're going to have like an online shop with your name and everything. So mine is probably like spreadshop.com/Michelle Fox Online, something like that. I didn't really look into it since I can use, it's on YouTube, but that will be, you'll have a link. And then you can just post that wherever the heck you're online. So you can post that on your Facebook business page, on your personal profile. You can't sell on your personal profile, but you can let people know that that is available. You can put it on Instagram, you put it on TikTok, you can put it on YouTube. Even though you wouldn't have a shop yet, you could still post it. You could have that link in the description of your channel. So it's super, super cool. So much possibility, so much potential. I'm telling you, okay, all right, think of this. Just think if you got like something really, really cute that for whatever reason, was a big hit. These things happen, people, like there's just something, the combination of the colors or the fonts or the saying or whatever, and people tell their friends and so on. And that's, the viral thing happens, and think the money that could roll in from something like that. I'm not necessarily expecting that because I mostly just use logos and I don't think anybody's really that excited about my logo. But that potential is there. So I think it's just all good. I'm really, really excited. I hope you're excited. If you have questions, let me know. I'm not an expert yet. I've only had this for like 3 days, but I've sold a couple already and it's really cool. Here's one more thing. It's so hands off that like when I get sales, they don't even tell me who bought it. They just say, you sold something. We put this much money in your account. They don't tell me who it was or where it went or what it was or anything. I have to go back and look at my spreadsheet to see what actually sold, but I don't think I'm even privy to who bought it because they take care of all of that. They ship it. Oh, I got to show you one more thing. This is really neat to kind of get people to stay interested. Okay, now I have to think if I remember where they show me this. Oh, is it going to be here? Maybe here. Okay. So there's a promotion calendar. All right, I'm going to add it in here. Right here. So like the week that I opened, I was able to say that you could get 15% off anything in the shop. That 15% comes out of their pocket. So my profit remained the same. January 4th through the 8th, I don't know why it's 23% off, but they're offering 23% off. So it gives me something to post. Okay. It gives me a reason to tell people about it. Then the 15th through the 18th, they are offering free standard shipping. So none of this costs me anything. It gives me a reason to tell people what's going on. It gives people a reason to want to buy it. Oh, you know what? There was also, I keep thinking of more stuff because, like I say, this is all new to me. I saw somewhere where you can even have it. Yeah, I got to look into this. I saw where there was a motivator where it said subscribers get 15% off. I think you can set it up where if they subscribe to your channel, they always get 15% off, something like that. Awesome, awesome motivator to get people to subscribe to your channel. Subscribers are key when you are on YouTube. So, anyway, as you can tell, I'm really stoked about this. So, let me know what you're thinking, what your questions are, and how I can help because we're all going to make tons of money making these shops. Okay. So, thanks for your time. And I guess I better go because I'm pretty sure everybody's here now. Thanks a lot, you guys. I will see you later if I can figure out where my clicker is. Almost there. Right there. Okay. Bye.